Welcome to episode 12 of The Lincolns. Now you all remember what happened in the last episode. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend watching that one before this one. But yes, Amanda has confirmed that she is pregnant. And right now the rest of the family does not yet know. So, Amanda is taking a nap right now, but she realizes she's going to have to tell them, and she can't really go around hiding her baby bump, so she decides to come downstairs and tell everybody, one person at a time. So first she decides to talk to her dad because she figures she'll be the most understanding. Of course, he's a little surprised, but says, you know, we'll get through this. But he also recommends, Amanda, I really think you should marry the guy. So he's told him, now it's time to talk to Laura. And she's a little less happy about it. She's a little upset. She's like, you know, you've been living under our house and we've been letting you do whatever you want, and now you've gone and gotten yourself pregnant. But still, she supports her, which is a good thing. And now, finally, Amanda has to tell Sue. I mean, Sue's probably a little grumpy about it too, but she's probably also pretty understanding. Sue says, you don't know who the father is, right? And Amanda's like, no, I'm not sure. But Sue says, well, if you don't know who it is, I think out of all the family members, or all the men you've slept with, Bruce is the most likely to provide you and your child with a good life, so you should go with him. That's Sue's advice. Now, Laura strongly hinted that it's about time for Amanda to be moving out, because Laura feels that Amanda is way too old to be still living at home. I don't know how old Amanda is now, officially, but must be in her upper 20s, I would imagine. So, anyway, we jump ahead to the next day here. Amanda gets up. It's still something to get used to see her in her little pregnant waddle here. So, she hits the bath, and soon Mike is awake. Amanda decides to make food for everyone because, you know, it's been a big, shocking announcement she's had to give them, and she figures that making food for everyone will help in some way. And it is true. Food generally helps, especially when it's pancakes. Everyone seems to have an aspiration of eating pancakes, and I agree. That's quite a noble aspiration to have. I mean, if I wake up and I eat pancakes one day, I consider that a successful day, no matter what else happens. So they go on eating and try to talk about other things to try to keep their mind off the heavy topic at hand. So Laura and Mike say, well, we really need to talk about this. So they do talk. But pretty soon it's time for Mike to go off and coach his Simball League. And Sue, a lot going on in Sue's life, so the last thing that she needs is to gain weight. So she decides the best thing for her to do is get some exercise. So she hops on the weight machine to blow off some steam. Man, she's really working out there. And also, Amanda feels she needs to stay in shape too, even though, especially when she's pregnant, so she's going to do some workout to medal. But Laura decides it's now a very important time. She needs to talk to her daughter. It's like, Amanda, we need to talk. Now, your father and I have talked about things, and we've decided that it's about time you move out on your own. You've lived here for free, and we've let you do whatever you've wanted, but it's about time you take responsibility for your own life. Also, you may not want to hear this, but your father and I don't know how much longer we are going to be around, so we've had to make some difficult choices. But we've decided that Sue is to inherit the house. She's a very hard worker and a much more serious person. We love you very much, Amanda, but that is our decision. So, some very stern words from Laura to her daughter. And I'm sure this is all very weighting heavy on Amanda's mind. But she's going off to rest because she's tired after all being pregnant. And meanwhile, Sue is playing on the computer, completely unaware of that conversation. She's not to find out these facts quite yet. Laura and Mike aren't going to tell Sue about this for a little while. But anyway, she's chatting with people, probably talking to them about her sister being pregnant and everything, when suddenly there's a phone call, and it's Chuck, the guy from the last episode. He wants to talk to Sue for some reason. So Sue is like, what the heck, I'll talk to him. And he's like, hey Sue, I know we got off on the wrong foot yesterday, but how would you like to come over to my house and hang out with my siblings and I? And Sue's like, okay, yeah, I'll come over. Sue hasn't been out for a while, and she wants to get out of the house anyway. So, the next episode will be that, and will also be the continuing chronicles of Amanda and her decision.